Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is your boy Tim, back with another video. And in today's video, I just wanted to come out and say it, okay? It's something, I've been thinking, I think a lot of us have been thinking, have been feeling, but kind of holding it in. I'm just gonna come out and say it. I'm scared. I'm afraid. I'm nervous, right? Like, the things that are going on in the world around us today have got me nervous. It got me scared. They got me afraid. And what I feel is like the biggest fear is the uncertainty. The thing that's got me the most worried is like the uncertainty. We really just don't know what is going to happen day to day. There's just so many things happening, and borders being closed, and cities being locked down, and quarantines being put in effect, and curfews, and none of us know what tomorrow's going to bring. None of us know if the world that we're living in right now today is going to be the same world we're living in tomorrow, because there's so many other measures that could be put in place, and local governments and federal governments and state governments are all just kind of trying to wrap their heads as well, I believe, around what's going on, and they're just enacting these things at a drop of a hat. Oh, we got to do it now, we got to do it now. And it's scary. It is so scary. And then one of the biggest things has got me like so nervous, is just all the layoffs, all the temporary layoffs, all the furloughs, all the loss of jobs, whatever you want to call it. I have never, I'm 40, I think, 40 years old. I've lived a few years. I have never seen anything like this, and I haven't talked to anyone else who has ever seen anything like this, and it's scary. Not only do those of us who are fortunate enough to still have a job, we're scared about our jobs, but I know one of the main things for me is like I'm so worried about the people I know who have lost their jobs, or the people I know who can't, don't have work definitely for a month, but maybe longer than that. If they were just like, say, hey, you got a month off, and then we're definitely positively 100% gonna pick back up in a month. Okay, you know what I mean? Like, we could all eat ramen noodles for a month and then go back to work. But we don't know how long this thing is gonna last. Okay, we don't know how long this is going to last. A month may go by and people may be like, yeah, no, you still can't go to your jobs. We don't know how bad it's gonna get. They may make everyone stay home. It may come to the point where no one can go to work. Everybody has to stay home unless you work at an essential job and you have like a green permit or whatever they'll issue. The rest of us may be just stuck in our homes for who knows how long, with no money, or very rapidly dwindling money. It's scary, I just know so many people that had a job last week who don't have one now, or who had a job last week who are at their job now. And I just know, I honestly don't think it's going to get any better. I think, the few of us who still have our jobs may not have them next week. And I feel like that's it's the uncertainty of your own future, but also you're looking at people doing maybe worse than you. And it's just, there's so, I didn't realize how many people I cared about in this world until this week. I'll be honest, I did not realize how many people I had a deep love and caring for until this week, and I had to say goodbye to people. Like, I'm a seasonal worker, so I'm used to saying goodbye, but when I'm saying goodbye to people unexpectedly, and then I'm nervous about their future, a lot of these people are younger people, and it just seems like so unfair to me. I know the world isn't fair, but it seems so unfair to me that people in the prime of their life, their 20s, having to deal with this, I'm scared. I'm scared of what could happen. And here's the thing, like, for me, I've always been Mr. Look to history so you know what can happen in the future, which I think is smart. Those who don't learn from history are doomed to repeat it. What they don't tell you is that once you learn from history what could happen, it's always in your mind. Like, I know what could happen. I know how crazy this could get. I watch documentaries of the Great Depression. I watch stuff on the French Revolution. Like, this is what I do. World War II document, like all the bad times in history, I watch stuff about it. So I know how all this goes. And I'm starting to see the signs that we're heading that way. The fact that we have this pandemic going on, supposedly, and then on top of that we have like the financial crisis with the stock market and the economy. That's what's really scaring me. I think we could get through the Corona apocalypse. I think we could get through that. But the economic repercussions from the steps we're taking to get through it, I think, on top of what's happening with the stock market and oil and all this other stuff, I just don't see it. Everybody's going to be, you know, even if everything gets back hunky-dory in 2 weeks, everybody's a couple paychecks short, and then you got all this other economic stuff going on. It's just like a perfect storm of just craziness. Like, it's just, it does not, I'm telling you folks, it does not take much. And this is not doom and gloom. This is just me speaking what's on my mind. A lot of it just is therapeutic, because I got to get this out. I thank y'all for listening. I got to get this out. It does not take much. It does not take much for this whole thing to go left. You know, where I'm at, they have closed down the going inside restaurants, bars, and things like that. And the grocery stores are shortening their hours for some reason. Walmart shortening his hours, the grocery stores. The next step will be to like ration everything, which they're already doing in some places. Some places are worse off. Like, you know, the next step is rationing what you can buy. And then if the grocery stores ever stop being able to like get, excuse me, get their trucks on a regular basis, or like ever just like run out of having food on a consistent basis, people are gonna go crazy. People are gonna go crazy. But then the next thing is, even if the grocery stores keep getting food, things like that, people are gonna run out of money, and then they're gonna go crazy. So these $1,000 checks, which I'm gonna do a video where I talk more, a follow-up video, because I did one the other day about it, but I'm going to do a more extensive one. But those $1,000 checks, however you feel about them, we're gonna go into that, but however you feel about them, whatever, I think they kind of need to come, because if people run out of money, it's law and order will break down. Right now, law and order is still in place. All it takes is for there to be one spark and law and order to break down, and it's over. Like, that's how it always happens. Is everything's going along hunky-dory, and then like one riot breaks out, and then when one city riots, the other city riots. It goes in people's minds. They're like, we could riot too. And then that's when law and order breaks down, it's over. That's what I'm scared about. That's what I'm nervous about. Is just that the life that we're used to, standard living we're used to having, and the safety we're used to having, the relative safety we're used to having, is going to go away, and things are going to get crazy. And to be honest, I was telling somebody at work today, I mean, there's other countries where this is their you know, their normal way of life. The things we're scared of happening, or the things that are happening now, or the things we're scared that could happen in the future, some people, this is all they've known all their life. They come from third world countries, they come from bad areas, you know, this is all they've ever known. So honestly, you know, while I'm sitting up here nervous and scared, there's other people who are like, yeah, Mr. American man, this is, welcome to the real world, you know, welcome to life for me over here in Zambia or someplace, you know. So part of me is like, hey, I'm a big picture person. So part of me is like, hey, it's our turn. The rest of the world's been going through all kinds of crazy stuff like this. We in the US have had a good run. World War II, we didn't even get invaded, right? You know what I mean? Like, we've had a good run. Maybe, you know, maybe it's our turn. I do not know. All I know is I hope this all gets wrapped up pretty quick. But I just, anyone I talk to who's like fairly intelligent, they all are like, I don't see it going away anytime soon. And that's scary. And that's very scary. But here's the thing. Despite the fear, okay? And here's really the message of this video. Despite the fear, hey, how's it going? Hey. What? You still in town?
Yeah, until tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I did like you said.
Gotta get.
Save that money.
You got to. You got to. You going back home?
I have to. There's no jobs.
Yeah, yeah.
This is hiring.
Yeah. I saw it was on the loudspeaker that they were hiring.
But I'm still in the hotel, so.
Oh yeah. So there's no.
I would have to go to a place.
That's yeah. That sucks, man. Damn. Well, good luck.
When's your thing gonna be on?
Probably later tonight.
All right.
I'm gonna leave this part in.
All right.
I'll see you, man. Be safe, man. All right, where was I? That was my buddy. See, like everyone I talk to is leaving, going away. Their futures are uncertain. It's rough. It's, you know, it's like, honestly, and I don't mean to sound like, you know, I don't, you know, this stuff is like, as men, we don't say stuff like this, but I'm emotionally drained from this week, and I've still got it good, right? You know, I'm single, no kids, still got my job, like, I've got it good compared to what a lot of people are going through. A lot of people might have lost their job or been let go for the job for a while. They got spouses, they got kids, they got tons of bills. So like, if I'm emotionally drained, I know everybody else out there is just done. Like, you know, I just feel, I'm like, am I getting sick? But it's just like emotionally, like, I just ain't got it, you know. I wake up in the morning, I'm just like, I just don't feel that joy, you know, that I used to. And like, I know I said in one of my talks recently, just focus on like your dreams and things like that, but even that's hard to do. My dream is travel. I can't travel like I want to. I don't know when that's ever going to come back. Which once again, a lot of people, the rest of the world are like, welcome to our lives. We could, our little crappy passports, we can go anywhere anyway. But it's just, I'm emotionally drained. Like I'm just the uncertainty, but I am still getting up every morning, doing the things I need to do, you know, going to work, coming home. Every night I go out and like stock up on some more food, just trying to stay in touch with a lot of my friends I haven't been in touch with, even if I don't feel like getting out of bed, even if I'm feeling really uncertain about the future, I'm still just, you know, putting one foot in front of the other and continuing to live. And that's kind of the goal. You just, even when you don't feel like it, and it seems like all the chips are down, and you're like, I don't want to live life like this, and if things get worse, and if you're like, I don't want to live in a world like this, and all my freedoms are being taken away, and I just don't feel free, this will pass. And all we can do is just keep living day for day. Put the fear behind you, put the worry behind you, just keep living day by day. Do the things that you know, and appreciate the little things. Appreciate the little things, you know, that you got a warm bed to sleep in at night, you know, just a TV show you can still watch, that you still got the internet, you know, that you still have your loved ones with you. You know, you get laid off, maybe there's more time to spend with your loved ones. Hey, this chance may not come back in a while, but that you do have food in your house. Just start to really appreciate the little things, the things we still have control over, the good that's still there. Just learn to really latch on and appreciate that. And I think maybe this will be a lesson, another lesson that comes out of all this is maybe we'll start to stop taking some things for granted. I know I was riding down the mountain the other day on the bus coming home, and I just looked out at the scenery, and I was like, I've been taking these beautiful views for granted. I've been taking, you know, the life I had for granted. Even though I'm always like, you know, life is amazing, it is what it should be, very grateful for my life, I was taking a lot of it for granted. I was. And so now I'm just trying to hold on to anything I can, all the things that I can still do. If things get worse, have to do more of that. Just hold on for dear life. HODL. Hold on for dear life to the things you can't control and the things you have in your life, and tell your friends you love them, and tell your family you love them. Call up some people you haven't talked to in a while, or message them, whatever you got to do. Check in with people. Let's be there for each other, because that's what's going to get us through this, is each other, community, love. Love will get us through this. Love will get us through this. There's going to be a lot of craziness in the world, probably a lot of hate. When things get bad, hate comes out. But love will be the only thing that can really get us through this, and we can make it through this. Humanity will survive, I'm sure. But yeah, you know, it's yeah, you know, and I'm at a loss for words. You know what, I ain't got nothing to say. It's getting weird out here, folks, but hey, just hang in there. You know, I love y'all, each and every one of y'all, even if I don't know you personally. We're gonna struggle for a bit, but we'll make it. Talk to y'all later.